Hello Leos, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 23rd to the 29th of June. We're going through the solstice. This should be really a moment of pivoting your life into something completely different. If you've seen the messages from energy, it was all about unifying, joining forces with one another, the silent majority who doesn't believe in the destruction of one or another, or even the nature itself. So this is all about, this week here is about implementing, I think more than anything else, your action in your life, so then that will stop happening around you, as it were. That's the way in which it does it. In feeling comfortable about you living your life. You don't need any validation from the world around you. You just need validation from within you. That is your connection to all of this beautiful stuff that is around me here. Absolutely fantastic. So, yes, messages from energy. If you haven't seen it, from the chakra sequencing and so forth, please do go and have a look at it. We're going to be looking into the combination of air and earth energy this week here. So we're looking at that in the flower a little bit later on. But in the meantime, let's just get some messages from energy for you, shall we? Okay, so we just need to find that neutral point. There we go. We find that neutral point. Everything sort of falls into place. Absolutely fantastic. Seems to be a lot of red going on within the energy that's coming through for you at the moment, Leos, which is really good because it plays into your fire side of life. And fire is all about the interaction with the outside world for you, being consistently passionate about living your life, implementing your life in the world around you, of how you feel it and how you see it. Absolutely brilliant, really nice. Let's just see if there's a message that comes in from the energy for you. Just connecting, redoing that point zero. There we go. Let's find if there's a message that comes in for you here. It's reaching for that star. It's being the best example of yourself. None of us are perfect. True. But then within the imperfection in life, that's where we find the beauty. And laughing at oneself helps everybody to laugh as well. And when we laugh at others, we could, because they're laughing at themselves as well, hopefully. But the most important thing is that you reach for your highest goal, the purest example of who you are in every action that you do. Once you do start reaching for it, energy will be with you. It will back you up. Things will work for you. You'll stop losing your keys. You won't trip over things. You'll be able to do your business, do your projects, get forward in your career path, evolve that a relationship, engage in that spiritual path that you so wish to live, being the best example of yourself. And it could be the fact that you're reaching for the stars is because we're coming up to your birthday season. It's like your autumn. It's the moment, like a tree watching one of the leaves that it's grown throughout the year gradually fall to the ground. And as it falls to the ground, it sees the memory of that leaf, of what has gone through in the past. And it takes and absorbs all the understanding of that leaf. And when that leaf hits the ground, it degrades into compost and feeds the tree. It is an eternal loop, and you are part of it. Once you step into it, you will be enormously empowered, because another vision I'm getting as well for you is this person who is standing upright like a knight, living, being that knight in shining armor, not only for you, but being an example because you live your life for everything that is around you. Good times for you. Living it fully. It's not a time of war. There is a lot of softness and joy in there. It is appreciating others that are around you, because they will also inspire you to be the best example of yourself. Very passionate messages today, I think. Let's see what's going on with the chakra sequencing. Now, I will be doing a video this weekend to explain why we have the chakra sequencing. But in the meantime, let's just reconnect to the energy and find your chakra sequencing for the Leo. So we're just finding that middle 0.0 energy. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we now get the crown and the root. The crown chakra is illuminating, and this is that star shining consciously in the world that is around you. Absolutely fantastic. When you have that consciousness, it's so much easier to put it into connection with everything that is around you. The root chakra is slightly light. It allows you to float gently from one thing to another without encumberment, without complication. Be that for a job, business, or project, whatever it is. Just living your full consciousness within the world that is around you. And if there's things that do not sit with you within the world, you will then know what you need to change. And I would suggest you change it. It's moving on now, and it goes down to the sacrum. The sacrum is all about those fundamental desires. I am hungry. Then my heart turns around to me and says, I would like a tomato and mozzarella salad. That's my heart's desire. The fundamental desire is that I am hungry. And working on those fundamental engagements within your life to actually imply your consciousness within the world around you. It will work well for you. It will work well for everybody. But concentrating on the fundamental things is really important here. It's on the move again. Now we're moving up to the solar plexus. It is the application of force behind those fundamental desires. It's implying the things, putting the things in place that will actually create a better tomorrow, not just for you, but for everybody that is around you. It's on the move again. And here we are into the third eye and the throat chakra. Do not worry. There is a slight degree of worry here because I can feel kidneys as well being played into it. And yes, that's nothing to do with the third eye and the throat chakra. That's just the way us as humans stock our stress and strains. And here is like, if you're overthinking things, take time out so you can actually see the fundamental things. So you do not get yourself caught up in a dizzy, in a mess, because you're overthinking things. The throat chakra is very calm, relaxed. Your words will have weight if you are true to your inner self. It's on the move again, and it's on the move back to the crown and the root. There we have the fundamental things in it. This is where I think you need to be true to yourself. It is a very functioning thing about it. The air energy that's coming through is that mental energy here. And that's the little fly in the ointment, the sand in the gearbox that you need to be paying attention to. So without further ado, let's just have a look at your Astroflower and see how the elements are playing through your flower. So as you can see just above me, as you can see just above me here, this is your Astroflower. Now this is a system, you're going to know a lot more about the Astroflower in the coming weeks, but it's a system I created as a healer over the past 15, 20, 25 years. in order to help the people that come and see me so they can then look after themselves. That's the prevention is better than cure. In the lower section, which is just down there, you'll see the petal numbers. So as I'm talking about petal numbers, you'll be able to see what they're all about. In the future, we will be able to define which petal means what. Okay, so let's just have a look at your flower. We're talking about the combination of air and earth. And if we look at your flower on petals 1 and 2, now 1 is about the interaction with the outside world, the synchronicities, the intuition, and so forth. Petal 2 is about your karmic path, the sort of things that you are here to learn. And the fundamental elements that make up that sort of petal is that cardinal earth that comes in from Cancer, and you get the cardinal air that comes in from Libra. Now, I think this is where the overthinking things could come into place. I would be very much more dependent upon the cardinal earth, functional sort of things, rather than overthinking things. Yes, use your intuition and your third eye in a very good way, but don't allow it to distract you from the pathway that you are supposed to be treading. On your petal 1, the synchronicities in the outside world, you get your fixed earth because you are a combination of fire and earth. Like most signs, we have 2 elements within us. There's only 4 pure signs, and you're not one of them. Like my good self, I'm not one of them as a Capricorn. So you have this fixed earth, which is almost looking in the outside world, sort of saying, this is my consciousness and this is how it fits in the outside world. If it doesn't fit with you, this other person that you're with, or the people that are around you, it's not because the person is bad or anything like that. It's because it just doesn't fit. And if you recognize that, then therefore you can then gravitate yourself towards things that do actually fit. And that's where it's got to fit with the third eye, because you get the fixed air that comes in from Scorpio in there as well. And that's all about, Scorpio is all about that judgment, human rights sort of thing, you know. So that's where I think you need to be applying and looking at the world around you on your relationship side, in that sort of sense of following your pathway and seeing what fits for you. Now, we do get that cardinal air that runs through between petals between petals 5 and petals 8. Now, 5 is like what we've learned in life, our history. And petal 8, petal 8, which is just above it, is our future, what we're trying to create. So we get that cardinal air that's going through. So there is a big engagement of your third eye in looking at the pathway of what you so wish to have, but not overthinking it, and realizing that you're not alone in this world. That it's obviously it's going to be influenced from the world around you, but keeping straight and true to what you're doing is essential more than anything else. On your financial side, we see a lot of earth, but we don't see a great deal of air. What we do get, though, is between petals 7 and 9, the past and the future in your financial side, which is a mutable air, which comes in from Gemini. Gemini is all about processing and doing things to an order, sticking to a plan. If you stick to a plan on your financial side, on your career path, or on your business, you're going to get the results. But you do have to, because it's mutable, you do have to be able to sort of adjust for the situations that are going through at the moment. On petals 3, your karmic path of your financial side, you get the mutable fire and earth. So therefore, this is where you want to be trying out things that are good for you. That's that mutable earth. And you can apply your passions in life. And that's what maybe the solstice is bringing for you. On the petal 4, you get fixed earth and fixed fire. Now, this is where you need to be, and this is where it comes into sort of networking, connecting with other people. Having that fixed earth is having a very fine and defined sacrum, fundamental things that you need to put in place to achieve your goals for your business or your projects. Okay, so I think that's where it's going to be mainly playing out. As you can well see with that mutable earth that goes all the way through you, that comes from Virgo, one of those pure signs. So they've got mutable earth that goes all the way through them. Okay, So what I want to do is I want to pull just a few cards here just to see what the general outcome is. And I think we're going to be pulling it on petals 1 and 2 in particular. So let's have a look on petal 1, your synchronicities with the outside world in regards to relationships. You get the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is all about collecting the fruit of your work that you've done from within you. So knowing those fundamental things that are on your karmic path, the pathway that you should be living, reaching for that star, reaching for the best example of yourself, will mean that you will get perpetual fruits in your life. And the best thing about it here, if you look closely, on one side there's 6 pentacles, on the other side there's 3. 3 pentacles means working with other people. 6 pentacles, but is putting yourself first, putting forward your attributes within the relationships and seeing who is there and who works with you. It's pretty much what we said. Absolutely brilliant. Let's just see what's going on petal 2 on the karmic path. You get the 7 of Cups. I love this. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about that. It's, if you look on there, there's loads of different cups, possibilities. But there is one cup that's giving you the good stuff. And that's what you want to be concentrating on. You want to be concentrating on the cup with the heart in it, which is right in the center there. Number 7 is a revelation to you. So it's revealing to you where you should be going. Let's just have a look and see what's going on with that cardinal air between petals, petal 5 and 8, and that mutable air between petals 7 and petal 9 on your financial side. So on your relationship side, there is decisions to be made. There is no doubt about it. You have to make decisions about who you really wish to connect to with this 2 of Swords here. And once you do make that connection, the blindfold gets taken off and you can start living your life fully. And that's what I talk about, is when you engage your consciousness, therefore you will have less complications. You will find things go a lot easier for you. Let's just see what's going on that mutable. You get this is on your financial side. This is how you're developing your past into your future. You have the Tower. It is a Tower moment. A Tower moment can be obviously very destructive, but also it can be very creative as well. What it's saying here, and I feel this is more than anything else, is that you're realizing that certain belief systems of how you approach your business, your career path, or your projects need to be adjusted. That's where you need that mutable air. You need that mutable sort of, you need to play with it a little bit mentally in order to get the best out of it. Maybe there's certain things in which you do your business or do your career path that you need to change, open up maybe to looking at other way others do things. And that will give you the results going forward. And you will walk away from that disappointment of anything that you have in the past. And that disappointment, it will open up to the 2 of Cups. Because on the 5 of Cups, which you can see there, on the 5 of Cups, there's 3 cups that have been spent, and there's 2 cups that are there available. And this is bringing you into your higher self, reaching for that star. So, Leo, whatever you do this week, make sure this week here is you are applying yourself fully within your consciousness and going after the best example of yourself. We've got lots of energy videos that will be coming out this weekend. We've also got the live on Sunday night at 2100 hours UK time, questions, answers. It could be about this reading, could be anything to do with energy. Don't forget about the messages from energy as well that comes out on Wednesday. I will see you all there. Thanking you very much for all your support that you give to this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.